Did you know that every year, nearly 200 horror films are released worldwide, but less than 10% ever get the recognition they deserve? Most of them vanish into the shadows, overshadowed by big studio blockbusters, ignored by mainstream audiences, and buried deep in the endless scroll of streaming platforms. But tonight, we're unearthing those lost nightmares, the ones that never made the headlines, yet haunt you long after the credits roll. Welcome to the dark side of cinema, where fear is not loud, but lingering. Today, we'll uncover 5 underrated horror masterpieces that didn't get the spotlight they deserved, but absolutely should have. These are not based on rank, so never mind. And don't worry, no spoilers here. Just an invitation to feel something you might have forgotten. Real fear. Okay, let's be quick. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Let's start with a film that feels like opening a cursed time capsule. The Autopsy of Jane Doe is set inside a quiet morgue, where a father and son team of coroners receive a mysterious, unidentified woman's body. What begins as a routine examination quickly descends into a nightmarish puzzle. Every incision uncovers something more impossible, something more horrifying. It's a film that plays with atmosphere, claustrophobic, clinical, and ice cold. The tension doesn't scream, it breathes on your neck. If you think you've seen every morgue horror, think again. This one dissects fear itself. Lake Mungo. Next, we drift into something quieter, sadder, and infinitely more disturbing. Lake Mungo is a mockumentary-style film that feels too real for comfort. It follows a grieving family trying to uncover the truth behind their daughter's mysterious death. Through interviews, found footage, and grainy home videos, the story unfolds like a tragic ghost haunting the living. But here's the magic. It's not just a ghost story. It's a meditation on loss, secrets, and how the dead can still hold power over the living. You won't jump. You'll freeze. Because by the end, the silence will scare you more than any scream could. The invitation. Imagine being invited to a dinner party hosted by your ex. Sounds awkward, right? Now add a creeping sense that something's terribly wrong. The invitation thrives on psychological tension. The film traps you inside a beautiful Los Angeles home, where charm and unease dance hand in hand. As the wine pours and conversations deepen, the atmosphere thickens with paranoia. Is it grief? Is it cult-like devotion? Or is it something even darker waiting behind those smiles? It's not about what happens. It's about what you feel waiting to happen. This one proves that horror doesn't always need ghosts. Sometimes, human behavior is the scariest monster of all, the dark and the wicked. Then comes the film that defines dread in its purest form. The Dark and the Wicked is rural horror done right. It's about 2 siblings who return to their isolated family farm as their father's health deteriorates. But soon, something unholy begins to stir around them. Something ancient, watching, waiting. The movie is soaked in despair, loneliness, and supernatural rot. Every frame feels heavy, like the air itself wants to suffocate you. It's not an easy watch. It's a descent, a slow, hopeless descent into the kind of evil that doesn't just haunt houses. It haunts bloodlines. The Taking of Deborah Logan. And finally, a film that blends found footage with genuine emotional horror. The Taking of Deborah Logan starts as a documentary about Alzheimer's disease, but soon becomes something far darker. The story follows a film crew documenting an elderly woman's mental decline. But as her behavior grows more erratic, it becomes clear something unnatural is taking control. The genius of this movie lies in its realism. The performances are so raw, so believable, that when the horror truly strikes, it feels real. By the end, you won't know what's worse, the disease or the demon. Each of these films carries its own kind of terror, different textures of fear. The Autopsy of Jane Doe traps you in mystery. Lake Mungo makes you question what's real. The Invitation toys with your paranoia. The Dark and the Wicked breaks your hope, and The Taking of Deborah Logan shows you the terrifying blend of human fragility and supernatural possession. None of these rely on gore or loud scares. They rely on you, your imagination, your emotions, your deepest vulnerabilities. So, the next time someone tells you horror is dead, show them these 5 films. Now it's your turn. Which underrated horror film left you sleepless? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's build a graveyard of hidden horror gems together. And if you're brave enough for more, subscribe to check out our next video, where we dive deep into the horror movies based on real events. Because here on Watchlist, fear never sleeps.